No, the result is poorer and poorer economies. More than 40 countries in the world, more than 40 in the third world, have to pay more for the importation of oil than their total export earning is. That means it's over. It's over. If they want to promote their economy, they need more energy. If the energy bill eats all the coming revenues by the promotion of the economy, they are in a dead-end street. And therefore, the situation goes down and down and down. Who speaks about third world problems and forgets this energy point doesn't know about what he is speaking really. And therefore, this shows it, and it is an ethical problem to help them to come from these imported energies to indigenous renewable energies. This is the only economic chance for them. The only economic, otherwise they will become poorer and poorer. And therefore it is not only a question for energy consumption, it's a question for economic development. It's a question of democratic for the survival of democracies. It's a question for overcoming the third world crisis. And it is a decision to keep the human values.
Finally, Hermann Scheer, what gives you hope?
That I could set an example in the political structure. Besides all what I have done to enlighten people to take this opportunity, to go this way and to organize pressure for that, to create a movement in the society, it was possible to show a fast energy shift is possible. We have now, encouraged by that, inspired by the first bigger steps, by the first many steps, that nowadays more than 100 cities and counties in Germany have decided to shift to 100% renewable energies in the run of the next 5, sometimes 10, sometimes 15 years. And the number of cities who want to go this way increases from month to month. And this is a real democratic revolution.
The U.S. is losing its manufacturing base, yet Germany is perhaps the leading country, if not the only one, that has increased its manufacturing base. How have you managed to do this?
Yeah, this was we created the market. With the Renewable Energy Act, we created energy investment autonomy for renewable energies. That means more and more demands for solar technologies and wind power technologies were there. And this enabled the industrial basis for that, growing industrial companies for the production of these technologies. Therefore, one element pushed the other. And widened it up. And a new move started. Ecologically, economically, yeah, a new democratic move, and a new enthusiasm, because the perspective of going to 100% renewable energies is motivating many people. Because as long people think, nobody can overcome this power structure. Nobody can do it. They lose their hope. And you can only motivate people into society with a perspective which is handleable and which is not dependent on the question if there are coming new decisions at the global level, at the summit, at the G8 summit, G20 summit, or at the World Climate Conference. No.
Will you be there in Cancun?
No, I never expected, I wrote it before, 15 years before, that there could come breakthrough by world climate conferences. We should not give hope for them.
Because?
Yeah, this is globally talking, nationally postponing. What happens there? It is more than a minimum at this level. At this level, more than a minimum compromise is not possible. It's not, and this minimum level is combined with the emission trading concept. That means the minimum level becomes the cap. And the minimum level is by far behind the real challenge. That means if they come to a solution, to an agreement, it creates, this agreement will be in any way an agreement which gives an economic incentive not to do more than the minimum. This is not the way to solve the problem. And by the way, it reduces the challenge for the society to the climate problem only. But if the climate problem would not exist, would be there no change anymore to shift to renewable energies? No, it would. It would. It is not the only reason. And as long all things are focused only on climate change questions, they come to wrong answers. They come to wrong answers in the method how to do that. And this was used and abused for a nuclear renaissance, because nuclear powers have other problems. They have nuclear waste for 100,000 years, but they don't have CO2 waste. Therefore, it is a kind of the reasons for shifting to renewable energies are far more than alone the climate crisis. The climate crisis would be a reason enough. But what have they created? Concepts, emission trading, that each investment far away could be involved into the calculation. It is totally anonymously. Totally anonymously. And therefore, this is not the way. This is purely technocracy. It is exactly the contrary what we need. The mobilization of the society to organize their energy change, their energy shift, and not waiting what others are doing. Only then movement comes.
German parliamentarian Hermann Scheer. We spoke last month in Bonn, Germany. It turns out it's one of his last interviews. Hermann Scheer died unexpectedly yesterday in Berlin. Time magazine called him hero of the green century. If you'd like a copy of today's show, you can go to our website at democracynow.org. For those of you who tuned in for our interview with Derek Jensen today, the author and philosopher, we'll play it next week. Tomorrow, he will be hosting an all-day event called Earth at Risk at San Francisco State University. More info at eartharisk.net. Democracy Now! Produced by Mike Berkshire, Hotok Deuce, Aaron Mate, Angela Kamada. I'm Amy Goodman. Thanks so much for joining us.